What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? What's up? 1 minute. I'll be right with y'all. Give me 1 minute. What's up? Where you from? Put where you from in the chat if you in here already. What's up, y'all? Appreciate y'all for being back. About to get into it. Just had to go on TikTok right quick. Had to make sure TikTok was tapped in. What's going on with everybody? What's up, man? We all at? Where's you at with a cat? Yeah. What's up? What's popping, man? They is doing work, man. So part in that, every time I'm trying to get some good info out, man, there's always some bullshit. Every time I try and get some good info out, it's always some bullshit that gotta come, but we ain't worried about none of that. All right, we getting right to it. So let's get into it, man. Why we at? Welcome back to the Financial Corner with your boy Buck Bandit P, man. Here, man, when we talk about this money and investing for average everyday people so we can go out here and get it. You hear me? But no excuses, no shortcuts, just progress. Before we get into it, if you want your free stock, make sure you click the link down below. Get your free share from Robinhood when you open up your account. Also, if you don't have your high yield savings account yet, you tripping, but I got you covered. Make sure you click the link in the bio. Get your free $100 just for open up a high yield savings account. So let's get right into it. I ain't gonna hold y'all here, man. We're gonna get right into the episode. The Turo All-Star host, the good, the bad, and the ugly, and what I learned from doing it. So let's go. What's up? Hello, Sophia Madonna. Sophia Madonna. Hello. Appreciate you for being here. So let's get right into it, man. The good, the bad, and the ugly of being a Turo host. And I became a Turo All-Star host. So that's that. So why Turo? Well, for me, my goal it was and still is passive income. But Turo is not passive. It's semi-passive. All right. You still gotta work. You just don't gotta work as hard as you do on a job. All right. So let's get right into it. The good. What's the good part? The good part, you got some extra money. Everybody loves some extra money. You wake up, bling, 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 like extra money in your account. That's good. You're like, everybody wants some extra money. Everybody loves extra money. So be cool with that. Like, that's the good part of Turo. Another good part of going with Turo is they got insurance. They got the platforms. They got the market share. So if somebody rent a car from you on Turo, like, they going to insure it just from them renting the car. So you don't even got to worry about that. The other part is the off-road insurance, like the off-trip insurance. That's what you got to worry about, and I'll get into that later. But that's a good thing. So you ain't got to worry about it. Like, Turo cash you out. Like, somebody smack your car out, like, which they did mine. Like, I'll get into that. But Turo gonna cash you out. You know what I mean? It might be something you gotta go through, but they gonna cash you out. They got the platform, they got the systems and all that. Hey, hello, his favor. Hello. Appreciate you for being here. Yeah, Turo, they got the platform. They already got the, you know what I mean? They already got the systems in place. All you gotta do is set your price, put the description, bada bing, bada boom, you in business. Like, it's really simple. It's way easier than doing all that yourself. So that's a good thing. Also, they got the market share. Like, everybody know about Turo. Turo. Man, I need to get me some cars and put them on Turo. I thought the same thing. Like, but it's like everybody know about Turo. That's the market share. They got most of the clients, most of the customers, rather than you just going out there and trying to find the clients and the customers yourself. You know what I mean? What I'm talking about Turo. I'm an all-star host on Turo, and I'm telling people the good, the bad, and the ugly about renting cars on Turo. All right, in his favor, appreciate you for being here. Appreciate you for being here. All right, so another thing about renting cars on Turo is you have ownership, especially if you own the car and that's your car and you putting it on Turo, you still own it. You just making some cash flow with your asset and you still have the asset. That's ownership. That's what it's all about. You want to own something. Like it's good to have stuff and be able to have access to stuff, but it's better when you own it. Like you have access to a house if you renting it. Like you have access, you can put stuff, you can put decorations up, you do it, but you don't own it. Like you need to come to that conclusion. Like you don't own it. You can't rent it out, get the cash flow, and still have the asset. You can't borrow against that house that you're renting because you don't own it. So ownership is key. That's one good thing about Turo. If you own your car, is giving you an insight of being a owner and what owners do with their assets. They generate income with their assets. They buy more assets. They borrow against them, and that's how you build wealth. Bada bing, bada boom. It's nothing crazy. So renting cars on Turo, like I said, it has its perks and it has its upsides. I don't ever want to talk down on Turo. Like Turo got the platform, they got the market share, they got the insurance, they got the systems. You can get the passive income. Like it's good. It's a good business model. Like I ain't mad about that. Does Ligma help? I don't know what Ligma is. I don't know what Ligma is, Jay Villa. Definitely enlighten me. Let me know. Jesus is Lord in it. Absolutely. Amen to that, brother. Because Jesus and God gave me everything I got, and I'm so grateful for that. So let's get right back into it. Like renting cars on Turo, it got its upsides, it got its perks. You can make some good monies, especially during the peak seasons. I'll get into that. And they all, like I said, they already got the systems in place. You can use their insurance. It's an easy to use platform. Your grandma can rent a car on Turo. So it ain't no technology gap where you got to be super sophisticated with the technology to rent a car on Turo. You just go in there, rent a car, pay for it, bada bing, bada boom, you got it. So not to mention the market share and also the free time in your own schedule. You know what I mean? The operating hours. Like you can make your own hours. Like I ain't renting my car unless it's on the weekend from this hour to this hour. Like that's part of being an owner. You get to make your own rules. So a lot of people want to complain about, oh man, I don't like this and I don't like that. Man, this job, but ain't nothing stopping you from creating your own job. Did you ever think about that? So instead of complaining, like make your own job. So that's another a good thing about Turo because it gives you that freedom to make your own schedule and be your own boss and charge however much you want to charge for your car. You know what I mean? So that's another thing. Jay Villa, sorry, no, it's all good. It's all good, bro. Appreciate you for being here. You know, am I in the booth? No, the booth over there. Yeah, I mean the booth. Let me show you the booth. The booth over there. The booth over there. Like I'm in the studio though. We in there. Yeah, I mean we in the studio. Yeah, I mean, but yeah. So back to the all-star hosting the Turo. That's the good part. So I gotta give y'all the good news first. That's the good part. The passive income, the systems, market share, the platform. You be an owner, you a boss, all that. Now let's get into the real deal, the nitty gritty. So the bad part. Tickets from your guests. When I tell you when they rent these cars out, they are going to get tickets. I'm still getting tickets in the mail. Like tickets are going to be a headache. They're going to be a pain in your head, but it's part of it. Like, so you just got to make sure when them tickets come in, you see what date it is, see what car was rented out, especially when you got multiple cars. Like this is what they're not telling you. Like this the live, and I can't share my screen, so just make sure y'all come back when I edit it and all that, so I can put the screenshots so I can show y'all and all that. But when you got multiple cars and you got tickets coming in from multiple cars, then you gotta have a system for paying the tickets and all that, like, because it becomes a hassle because you gotta make sure you charge the guests and all that, the right guests, the right ticket. Guests be like, wait a minute, I wasn't even in Jersey. What the heck? Why are you sending me? So you like, it's definitely something that you gotta stay on top of and be organized because you can fall behind and you don't want to get one of your cars totaled or get a boot on your car that you renting out because you ain't paid the damn tickets. Also, the car maintenance. Nobody, John Ho, I talk about John O'Brien damn near every stream, every video, because he be having game. He said nobody washes a rental car. And I didn't understand that until I started renting cars. Nobody, I had like 3 guests renting cars, like, for like a year now. Like, Yo, I had 3 guests watch the car when they brought it back. 3. I gave them a 5-star best guest ever. Because nobody washes a rental car. So the car maintenance is going to be big. There's a lot of stopping entrepreneurs. Yeah, I mean, yeah, there's a lot of stopping entrepreneurs. There's a lot of stopping. There's a lot trying to stop everybody. Shoot, there's people trying to stop me right now. Like, they ain't gonna stop nothing. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta keep moving, man. We ain't worried about them haters over here. We keep it pushing. But anyway, yeah, like the car maintenance, ain't nobody gonna wash your rental car, man. So you gotta make sure your car clean and all that. Cause if it's dirty when they pick it up, they gonna give you a bad review, like a mug. You know what I mean? So and they not gonna clean it when they bring it back. So it ain't like they're a clean person. They just trying to find a reason to give you a bad review so they can get some free shit or something. Like it ain't like that's it's all just really a game. But when you an owner and you on the other side, you start to be like, oh snap. Now when I rent cars, I make sure I at least vacuum the joint out. I ain't gonna take through the car wash and nothing if I ain't got no time. I'm at least vacuum the pup out. Like, but yeah, that's the other side. The car maintenance. They gonna dirty your car up. And like the little dings and scratches and all that, that's going definitely hit you too, because like the claims process, like they have a claims process at Turo. Like they said, they'll give you your bread if somebody smack your wheel out and all that. But the whole thing is it's a hassle. When I say it's a hassle, bro, like Turo be like, oh no, what? How much was the damage? Oh no, you gotta pay for it because it's a certain threshold. So if like however your insurance is set up, I think it's like $200, $500, $1,000 deductible. So what that means is if it's less than $250, that's coming out of your pocket. Whether you just gonna have to work that out with the guests where they can reimburse you. But you know how that goes. You're gonna pay for the repair, pay for the damage, pay for the and they ain't gonna burn you. They ain't gonna pay you. You know what I mean? So you gotta also understand that part. And customer service from Turo, trash. I ain't even gonna get into that anymore. Customer service, trash. You'd be happy to talk to an English person. So Turo is a good platform to rent your cars, but the downside is real and something to be aware of. Like tickets are a pain in the ass. Sometimes you gotta pay them just to get reimbursed. And like I said, you know how that goes. They won't burn you. They like, yeah, we ain't reimburse you, but Turo will give you your bread back though. Like Turo, but it's gonna be a hassle. Also, they do have insurance, but the insurance, like I said, it's a hassle and it's a threshold. If you're deductible like $1,000 and that damage is $999, Turo won't cover it. You're gonna be out at $999 and just be mad. And also, like I said, the customer service is trash. Like you only call them as a last resort. You always trying to work something out with the guests and all that because calling them, they always gonna charge you a fee and all this extra stuff, and ain't nobody got time for that. Also, I mean ugly, man. This what make people stop putting cars on Turo. Because before I put cars on Turo, like 3 people told me, like, oh yeah, I ain't doing this, I ain't doing that. People did this, people did that, and people. But now that I rent them, I'm like, yeah, I can see that. So in the one, like the first part of the ugly, crimes and stolen cars. Mother will rent your car, do a crime, and then you rent it to the next person and they getting pulled over and your car getting like that didn't happen to me, praise God, but I heard horror stories. Also, people stealing your car. Just take your car and say they're gonna be in the city somewhere and they in Atlanta somewhere. You be like, hold up, man, we in Philly. This drove to Atlanta last night. Hold up, what's going on? Like, yo, so if you get in this car rental space in the rental game, the number one thing you gotta have is a tracker on your car. All your cars gotta have trackers on it. Because if you ain't got no tracker on your car, you gonna be sick. Tracker, and the thing about the tracker is it comes with the kill switch. So if somebody try to do something crazy and they said they wasn't going out of state and they in goddamn Wyoming somewhere, you like, oh, kills it, they gonna hit you right up. Oh, something wrong with the car. No, ain't nothing wrong with the car. Where are you at? Like, bring my joint back right now. You know what I mean? Like, so you gotta have the low jack, the GPS joint with the kill switch on it. You know what I mean? And I ain't even gonna tell y'all, but if y'all want the game, y'all gonna have to pay for that game. Like, I ain't even gonna tell y'all the everything that you need, but I just had to give you the basics of it. You know what I mean? Also, the crashed and the totaled cars. Whoo! When I say, boy, this will give you a damn headache, dog. People gonna smack your car. People gonna total your car. Your car gonna have to get fixed. At a certain point, you're gonna have to trash your car. You're gonna be out of a car. Listen, man, I started a tour with 3 Cars, 3 cars, man. I had the Chevy, and all of them were Chevys too. That's crazy. I had the Chevy Cruze, you know what I mean? I had the 2015 Malibu or the 2014 Malibu one, and the 2018 Malibu. Somebody smacked out the 2015 Malibu, man. When I said I was hurt, and they ain't even smack it to the point of it was total. Like I could have repaired it and got it fixed, but I'm about to move, and I didn't know how long it was going to take, and like at this point, I took the like in my the Chevy Cruze that was on there that kept messing up on trips and all that, overheating all that. So I had to get rid of that, lost that. I mean, it made I think I paid 4,500 for that car. It made like 44, so I almost made my money back on it. So it was just like a break even for real, for real. But I still put money into it. I still had bands. I still had to clean it. So I'm really lost on that car. You know what I mean? The 2015 Malibu, I almost made my money back on that. I paid like 66 for that, and I made like 62 with it before boss smacked it out. And I'm like, whatever. They cashed me out a couple stacks, whatever. But it was a pain in the ass. Like I was like the good threshold, a good rule of thumb, if you're renting on Turo, you gotta have a good like 5, 6 cars or maybe 3, 4 good cars. So you won't gotta worry about it breaking down and all that. And make sure it's at a high enough value. If somebody do crash it out, you can go get another wheel. Because that's what they're not gonna tell you. Your car gotta be worth something when they smack it out and you getting a good payday. That's what they're not telling you. Oh no, they smack your car out, you're gonna get 2 cars. No, your car got to be worth something. You got to have a nice car in order for that to be true. And they don't tell you that. They just tell you run all these cars and, oh yeah, you're going to be swimming in money. No, that's not necessarily the case. Them expenses going to eat you up, the maintenance, the insurance. People going to mess your car up. People going to crash your car, all that. So right now, I still just got the 1 car on Turo, and I'm probably going to take that off probably like as soon as I get off this live, actually, just in case somebody want to go try and rent that joint. Because honestly, at this point, I ain't even worried about it. I'm about to move. I'm focused on buying this major asset, which is a home, which is an asset everybody should have. That's the #1 asset you should have. So I'm focused on buying this crib. And then after that, once I get this crib, then that's when I'm going to go get like 6, 7 of them cars. So that way, when 2, 3 go down, I still got 3 left. And with 3 cars, like I'll put the screenshots up here after I edit the video and all that. With 3 cars, you can make 2,500 a month. Like after you pay all your expenses and all that. And it depends on what type of cars you got. Because the type of cars I had was just regular, just sedans, like no luxury. But you get a Tessie or something, or you know what I mean, something nice that you can rent out for $75 a day on a Tuesday. That means on the weekends and on the peak season, you rent that joint out for 90 a bean. Like once you do that and you can upgrade your cars, now you got yourself a little more breathing room, but you want to make sure that you always keeping cash on the side and you putting some money away for them expenses and the tickets and the maintenance and somebody crashed the car and then you got to get it fixed. And like I said, they'll pay you, but you got to pay first. It's like you pay first and then they reimburse you. It's like so it's just a hassle in the system is the system. So you can't complain. It's a good, like I said, it's a good in the bag. So Turo is a good starting point for being a host. And also, I'm an all-star host and all that. The all-star host don't mean nothing. Marley Bonner, appreciate you for being here. I love you too. I love you too. But yeah, like being an all-star host, it don't really do nothing. Like it probably put you at the top of the search results when somebody goes searching for a car in your area or something. But you don't really get no perks for being an all-star host and all that other stuff. Like it really ain't what it's cracked up to be. Like the money ain't really that crazy unless you got some nice cars that you can rent for a higher rate. But for the most part, it's a slow grind, just like everything else. It ain't no quick fix. It ain't no, oh, I'm gonna get $1 million. I'm gonna get all these. Man, no, it ain't no quick fix, bro. It ain't no. It ain't because the thing is, the more cars I got, the more maintenance they require, the more insurance. I'm paying $300-400 every month for insurance. That's $4,000 a year just for insurance. We're not talking about a tire go out, something wrong with the engine. I got to get it fixed. The car washes after every trip. Like we not adding on none of that. We just strictly talking about insurance. So we got to understand there's other expenses that come with that. That's why you always want to keep your reserves. When them profits come in, don't spend them profits. That's not money that you can, oh, I'm going to the club this weekend. No, That's money that you put to the side. So then when the hard times come and your car went down, oh, bet I got another car, or I got this cash, I can go buy another car, or I got this cash, I can fix this joint up, and I ain't got it. And when they reimburse me, they whatever. I ain't worried about it because I had the cash reserves on there. You know what I mean? So man, like I said, Turo is a good starting ground. You know what I mean? It's a good beginners, like that's why I love the platform, because it's so beginner friendly. Yeah, I mean, like it's so beginner friendly. So if you just becoming a host and you just renting your car out and you just want to try it out, you own a car, like bet, let me just rent this. Let me just rent this old joint out that I don't even drive like that. Like start like that. Like it's a good yeah, my camera acting crazy. Like it's a good starting ground. You know what I mean? Like so you can actually know what it feels like to be up on the other side of it. You know what I mean? Like I remember when I first rented a car on Turo, this was a while, it was like 2018, 2019. I'm like, yo, so I just paid somebody. I don't know. That's just how my mind worked. I'm like, yo, I just paid somebody. It was like something small, like a bean 50, rented the car for like a weekend or something. I'm like, yo, I just paid somebody a bean 50 to rent this car for 2 days. I'm like, I gotta figure out how I can give me a car to rent it. Like, and rent it for 2 days. You know what I mean? And make that couple dollars. But then once you realize, hold up, you're not getting that whole bean 50. When you realize, hold up, this person about to go to Jersey, might get a ticket, speeding ticket, might mess my car up, might get a flat, might like once you on the other side of it, you're like, man, it ain't really all what it's cracked up to be. You need a nice cushion to make sure that you see why, hey, you cover your ass. So getting in the rental cars, it's obviously a downside as well as Turo. Everything is a downside. Nothing is all good, nothing is all bad. But conclusion, I'll probably always have cars on Turo from now on. Like, so because I know the sweet spot. You know what I mean? Like, so I'll probably always have cars on Turo because the barrier of entry is so low. All you got to do is meet certain requirements and your car going to get cleared. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so it ain't really nothing crazy you got to do. So it's always, in my opinion, if you got, oh yeah, it definitely has some cars on Turo because it's semi-passive income. You know what I mean? And it's just a low barrier to entry. And like, but if you really want to grow, like as a business owner and as a fleet manager and as an owner of a fleet, like you're gonna have to branch off and do your own thing and like get your own website and get your own insurance, because that's the major thing with renting cars. Insurance. So like what I would suggest is be on Turo, do that, you know what I mean? Like, get the feel for it, you know what I mean? Making your own schedule, be an owner, let somebody mess your wheel up, see how mad you get. Like, go through all that so then you can find your footing, get some cars on Turo. But then if you want to grow from there and own a bigger fleet and start doing your own thing, you got to figure out your own website and figure out that insurance piece. And then really after that, the sky is the limit, honestly, because like I said, my goal is passive income. I know what my goal is. You have to understand what your goal is, what you want to do. Me, I know what my number is, how much money I want to make a month, like with semi-passively working, and I'm good with that. So I know how many cars that's going to take me to get on Turo to do that, and that's the next goal. That's the next plan. So that's what you need to do with this investing stuff, with renting cars, with life, with fitness. Like you just got to find out the goal you want to get to and figure out how you want to get there, and then just make the plan to get there, and every day just work on it a little bit. That's it. So that's the episode, man. Turo All-Star host, man. The good, the bad, and the ugly. Like I said, man, I'm going to chop this up, edit it up, put the screenshots up for y'all so y'all can see how much, money I was making. Because that's another thing, the peak seasons and all that. Like, you're going to see where I made money, like, during the summer, spring and summertime, and then during the winter, it fell off because it's peak seasons. You know what I mean? So, appreciate y'all for being here. I ain't gonna hold y'all here too much, man. If y'all want y'all free stock, your free share from Robinhood, make sure you click the link down below. You want your free $100 when you open up a high yield savings account with Allah. You already know what to do, and you know the motto, man. Let's go out here and get this money.